Just a quick video how to build this two-piece thing for holding a dumbbell weight on the end of a bar using Fusion360 and Bambulab X1C 3D printer. It's two parts. You can see the bit where you screw it in and the main bit that holds the dumbbell down. And I'll show you the steps to go through to make this. I think the original part got lost. Nice clean print. Fusion360, and we've got an untitled project. Let's go to this bit that says unsaved. Open a new component. I like working in components. Even though I'm new to Fusion360, it's pretty simple. It's not difficult. Let's call that component dumbbell main, because it's the main part, and we click OK. Then we need to go to, we just want to create a sketch, and let's start on the top face. So we go create sketch, on the, it says select plane, so yeah, that plane will do. First thing we need to do, because it's such a simple thing, is just create a center diameter circle, and we'll start that right there. You see how that clicks into place. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to use Fusion360, merely on how to build this thing using Fusion360. You can learn this in a few hours if you need to, by somebody much better at teaching this than I am. Anyway, that first circle needs to be 53 millimeters diameter. And there it is. We can zoom in a bit if we like, but you can see it's only one dimensional at the moment. So we'll select it and press Q, which is push pull, and we need to make that 6 millimeters thick. So we could just stretch that, make it like that, or we just type in the number 6, and that's perfect. So we've made the first part of it, but we need to create the second bit, which will be a sketch on top of here. Create another sketch, and we want to make another circle. Same reference point. That circle needs to be 45 millimeters diameter. Now it's done. It's gone black because it's linked. We've set all of its properties. Now we need to push pull that one, so we select it, Q, and this time we want it to be 25 millimeters. So it's going to be 25 millimeters high, minus the 6 that's already there. 25 minus 6, 19. There it is. Oh, I closed it, but we haven't actually finished yet. So we go back, click on it, right click on it, go to edit feature, and we want to taper it. And I would reckon about minus 20. Yeah, it looks perfect. This is only approximate. Now we need to make a hole down the middle. So we do another sketch right there. Another center diameter circle. And this one I've measured, we need 26 millimeters. And there it is. And now we need to cut a hole through the middle. So we press Q again, select that face, and select to object. That's this object, but we want to cut. We don't want a new body, so we slash cut, and let's cut a hole through the middle. And that's fine. Perfect. We have a hole. What we need now, we need to have a screw thread going through the side to anchor it into the bar. But if we did it here, it's going to be going in at an angle. Also, this wall isn't very thick, so we need to create another sketch. If we click on that plane, create a sketch. This time let's do a center point rectangle. Just try it, say about there. See how that looks. You get the idea as it evolves. Let's go, I don't know, 22. Oh no, hang on. No, what was that? That was 8, wasn't it? Yeah, 8, maybe a bit more. Let's make it actually probably pretty good by, okay, 8, and then we just tab to the next one by, let's say 24. See how that looks. It's pretty good. You can see you can still move it around all the time. So what we need to do is fix it to the other parts of the drawing. So let's draw a line across the middle, escape, and then press on it and press X to make it a construction line. And then we need to see this still moves around, so let's constrain this here to the escape. Oh, I must have already selected it when I pressed it. So escape, make sure it's not selected. Constrain that to there. That's pretty good. And then really we want to say how far from the middle it's going to be. So let's escape, and we can see we can still move it along this line. So yeah, probably about there somewhere, I think. Make sure we get this about right. Something like that. So let's put a measurement there, a dimension from middle of here to there, and make that. Let's try 18. I like big numbers, whole numbers. 18 looks okay at the moment. Then we need to extrude it. So we select this bit here. Let's zoom in a bit, make it easier. Let's push pull, not extrude. Oh, escape, because we've done our dimension. Now let's push pull this and this, pull them up and see how it looks. Not bad. A bit further. Not too bad. Might just be better to bring it in a bit, but let's push this up to, I don't know, 15 mil and see how it looks. You see there's just a gap here where it doesn't quite sit flush, so I've made that 15 mil. Why don't we, instead of making that 15 mil, we could probably, oh yeah, we could see it's really wide here. Let's go back and edit the sketch that it's on. This is the beauty of this. So if we okay that, that's fine. Oh, apart from it's cut. So let's go back a step. We need to create a new body, not cut it. So let's do that again. Right. Go Q, push pull this bit and this bit. Oh, and this bit. 3 bits now, because I moved it. And it wants to be a new body. It is now. And what did we say that was? 15 mil, I think. 15. It's decided it's a new body this time. Yeah, it looks much better. No, it hasn't. Let's make it a join. Join, that's better. Lovely. But let's change it slightly. If we go back to the sketch, edit that sketch, and let's make that 20 instead of 24. Maybe that's too much. How about we make that 22? Might be better. And just see how that looks. Oops. Yeah, it's still not quite there, is it? It'd be nice if that merged in a bit better. Okay, back to the sketch. Edit the sketch. Let's go big. Go 20, right down to 20. And I don't like that where it just kind of sits proud of there. So let's just move this. See, we can move this. Instead of being 18, 18.5. Let's see that. No, I'm in the half numbers. No, let's go 19. Boom. Now let's see if that looks any better. Still a little bit there. My bad. What we want to do is make that thicker. So edit the sketch one more time. This is okay though. There's nothing wrong with changing things as you go. That's the beauty of this program. So if we make that 8, make it sort of 17. There. It's well within, but we make that 10. No. Okay. Is that going to be any good? could be, let's go 18. Let's try. Look at that. That looks lovely, doesn't it? Looks very nice. Now all we need to do is put a thread through there. So let's create a sketch on there. There's our sketch. We want the thread right in the middle. One way you can do that is by drawing a line from that corner to that corner, that corner to that corner, escape, select that line and press X, turns it into a construction line, press that line, X. Now they're both construction lines. Easy to work with, because what we need to do now is make a circle, make it a center point circle, which it is, and we need to go from the middle of those two, and let's make it 10 mil. Then we have a 10 mil circle. Now we want that to go through this wall, so if we go push pull again, that one, we want it to go a distance, but this time we need to cut, and the distance we want it to go to is to this wall. There it is. Go down a bit, and you can see it's cut through, so we go OK. Oops, no it hasn't, it hasn't gone all the way through. I selected the wrong wall. Oh dear. So we just edit this feature, and we want to go to Object, this wall. It must have selected the wall on the inside of this box rather than in the inside of the circle. So we can see it's gone through now. Oh yeah, I think it did before actually. I think I was looking at the other side of this. Okay, ignore what just happened. Let's put a thread there. Create, thread, 10 mil thread, yeah. Let's do 1.25, make it a little bit finer, and we have to go modelled. Okay, you can see there's a thread going through. Perfect. Now we need to create a bolt to go with it. So we need to create another component. New component. Let's call it bolt. I don't know what it's component for, but there you go. Bolt. Okay. And let's put the bolt. Let's switch it off for a minute. And create a sketch, put it on the top plane. Don't know why that's around the funny way. Let's go home. There, top plane. Put it on there. Bang. Just need to make a, well, actually if we were going to make a bolt, we need something to hold it with. So let's make that a center point rectangle. And we could make that probably something like, just measuring my fingers, see what would work. Probably about 12 by 24 mil. Let's try that. 12 by 24. Oh. Yeah, it looks okay. And we want to extrude that, so push pull that. Probably it doesn't want to be too thick. It needs to be quite strong, so about 7 mil. Okay, and then we want to put the threaded bit on there, so make another sketch, this time on there. Do a circle. Oh, we want this in the middle of there, so hang on, let's escape that. Let's do the old trick with the line again. Line there to there. There to there. Hit escape. Click on the line. Press X. Press X again. Escape. Now let's do the circle. Right in the middle this time. You see it's. Yep, that's bang in the middle. That needs to be 10. Then we need to push pull that. So Q. So make it longer. Whee! I don't know, maybe something like, just having a look, probably about 20 mil will be enough. Nice round number. Perfect. We need to put a thread on there. Hit that. create thread. It already knows it's 10mm, so that's 10 by 1.25. Make sure it's modelled or it won't work. There it is, and that's not very nice, so let's round off the edges. Select and shift select all 4 edges and fill it. Let's have a look. About, what do you think, 3mm probably. Looks good. Yeah, that'll do. And then let's look at the other bit. They're right next to each other, that's fine. We need to now 3D print them. So the best way to do that, let's start with the main one. Dumbbell main. And we've got it there. So we do an export as an STL file. We've got a file there already, so export dumbbell main, boom, export complete, and then we want to select the bolt, make the dumbbell, the other bit disappear, and we need to export STL again, and let's put this main screw, export, and there it is, that's exported. So now we just need to go over to Bambulab and 3D print them. There they both are. Lovely things. You can see. Hopefully that should do the job, but we shall see. It's a nice simple design. I haven't tried to make it fancy or added any features or lettering or anything, but we can do that later. So let's go and have a look. Now is print it. So we're in Bamboo Studio and we want to add a couple of components. There we've got them. Dumbbell main, open, that's that there, put it on the build plate, and main screw, that's there. Just separate them a little bit. It's orientated them very well, and they're in black filament. We don't want that, we want them in red. Let's change the colour. Red. That's better. Then they match the original item. And I mean the settings are probably okay, I'll just go with what's on the printer. Preview tells us total print time is 53 minutes 27 seconds, which isn't too bad because we can actually speed it up if we want to. You can see it's doing its lines to calibrate the printer here and here, but no, I don't think we really need to change anything. Let's just hit print and see what happens. Print plate, connecting server. Don't think you're busy with another job. This is the joy of things like 3D printers. They always mess you about. Actually, Fusion360 is very good, but it does have its bugs. There, look, you hit refresh enough times and it starts working. We don't want to do a time lapse. That would be way too boring. Let's not bother with flow calibration, save a bit of time. That's the material selector, selected red material. So let's just send it, see what happens. Fingers crossed, we should, in about half an hour, if I speed it up, have the little thing printed. Be patient. Don't worry, I'm not going to sit here filming all this. There, it's just loading it into the printer. There's a picture of the printer. There's a bit of filament. Is that no, that's not filament hanging down. That's the part of the printer itself. Although it does look like there's a little bit of stuff hanging out there. Let's see. Preheating. So it's going to take a while. So I'll stop the video there and come back in a little while. In the shed. That's where the magic happens. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's printing it nicely. Let's say 37 minutes. It's only just started. Well on the way now. the thing is hollow. I think it's a 15% infill. Oh, I've got the thing out the printer and the threads come out really well. You can see the thread turns really easily and hopefully it fits on the dumbbell. Undo it a bit. Yeah, perfect fit, tightens up. There you go, it's printed in PETG and it's really strong. So it's fixed it. There's the original one. The other one broke, it looks a bit grubby. And that's the nice clean one. So that was a nice easy fix. Thanks for watching. Just tighten it back up and put the weights on and get nice and healthy.